took some time with therapy, but within about 6 months post brain surgery, she was doing very well. And they were very upfront with us, saying that the surgery would not cure her seizures because she had a focal point on her left side that they would not be able to operate and remove. But that by removing her right front lobe, the primary focal points causing the majority and hopefully the worst seizures would be eliminated. The source was eliminated. So actually, I can honestly say that the surgery saved her life, and it definitely did what the doctors predicted. It made her seizures less severe and less frequent. And we are no longer on the ketogenic diet, but we're on the LGI, or low glycemic index diet. And she's now in 3rd grade, and we have her, she loves school and is learning. The longer we go, the healthier she becomes, and she's learning at a very steady rate now, and is actually doing quite well considering everything she's been through. So.
Yes. Okay, so I guess we all have about 5 minutes left. So maybe if we can talk briefly about, sometimes it's described as being building blocks along the way, and certain moments maybe where knowledge comes together for you. Do any of you have moments like that along your way of your journey where certain things came together for you?
Well, I think I had known someone who had epilepsy, and I was volunteering, and there was a young lady in a wheelchair who had a seizure. And some people were around her, and I looked over, asking the parent if they needed help, and she looked up and said no. And just by knowing what was going on, I was able to do something for the parent and the child by not interacting rather than interacting.
One big thing for me, when I was first diagnosed, I had my learner's permit, and so right after I got diagnosed, the doctor told me that I wasn't going to be able to drive for a while, and of course that was just devastating.
Yeah, same happened to me.
I was very, very upset about that. But I went seizure-free for long enough where I got to get my license still on my birthday and everything, so that was kind of really nice. But at that point, very few people knew about my seizures out of my friends and everything at my school. And I guess this happened about 7 months ago, not too long ago. I actually put Epilepsy Foundation bumper sticker on the back of my car. And so it was just kind of, it's such like a little thing, but to me it was, people come up to me, they're like, oh, are you part of the Epilepsy Foundation? I'm like, oh yeah, like it's not something that I'm ashamed of anymore. And, I don't like walk around with the big sign that says I have epilepsy, but it's just like a little thing that it's really like personal to me that I was able to like overcome that hurdle and put that on my car.
Good for you.
Yeah, for me, my mom really had to push to get me in this door to come see. I think you were the first person I spoke to. And man, I relate to what you're saying, that I did not want to admit that I was having as big of a problem as I was actually having, and my mom just kept on pushing, which was really annoying. But I'm thankful for it now, But learning that it's okay to talk to other people and to ask for help, as in like not as in like, oh, poor me help, but as in like assistance along the journey help, has been a huge thing, and then implementing that in my everyday life. So
good for you.
Yeah. I would say building blocks for me would just be as I learned more and got more comfortable with first of all, the epilepsy itself, and then, of course, I was indoctrinated into several systems, private insurance, Medicaid, the medical processes, the school processes and IEPs. It's multifaceted and lots of layers. And as parents, I think we tend to be hard on ourselves and feel like we should know everything right off the bat. And really, it's a lifelong journey. And I do believe you have to seek the information. It doesn't just automatically come to you.
Yeah.
You definitely have to go and pursue it. But the more you know, for sure, the better off you'll be.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you all for sharing your stories. I know that takes courage, as you all have talked about, people being courageous who are talking about epilepsy and living with epilepsy. So thank you very much. And thanks for joining us today. And we hope that you found this helpful. And you can access this and the other parts of the forum on our website at www.epilepsycolorado.org.